Good morning, and we're in section 121. We've only got like 12 verses per day that we'll be reading. Um, and that's good for this because there's a lot of meaty stuff in this. So we're going to start today, section 121. Prayer and Prophecies written by Joseph Smith the prophet in an epistle to the church while he was a prisoner in Liberty Jail, Missouri, dated March 20th, 1939. Um, so this is the data of this. I don't know if it's all written at once. I don't think so. Um, it's quite late into almost when they're gonna get it free as well, actually. So I think it was written during up until that point, and then that was the time when he was able to release it. The prophet and several companions had been months in prison. Their petitions. I'm really sorry about the yawning. I can't seem to control it as much as I used to. Their petitions and appeals directed to the executive officers and judiciary had failed to bring them relief. So here's the first 12. Where art thou? Where, O God, art thou? This is Joseph Smith pleading to God, where art thou, and where is thy hiding place? He wants to know why they're suffering as they are when they seem to be doing everything they're supposed to be doing. Where art thou? Where is the pavilion that covereth thy hiding place? How long shall thy hand be stayed, and thine eye, thy pure eye, behold from the eternal heavens the wrongs of thy people and thy servants, and thine ear be penetrated with their ear cries? Remember, this is the person that went to the grove of trees. This is the person that's seen angels in the temple. This person is saying, why are you covering up your now? We're gathering, we're building, we're ready to build another temple. We want to continue to do the things that you want us to do, yet we're being thwarted on every side. Yea, O Lord, how long shall they suffer these wrongs and unlawful these wrongs and unlawful oppressions before thine heart shall be softened toward them, and thy bowels be moved with compassion toward them? Remember, he wrote 29 pages of information on the things that have been going on in Jackson, in Missouri, and this is in between all that. He'd already written the things that had gone wrong and wanted to say, well, Lord, where are you in this? Where are you what are you doing? O Lord Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, and all things in them are, and who controlleth and subjecteth the devil, subjecteth the devil, and the dark and benign dominion of Shoel, I guess, or Sheol, sorry. Um, Stretch forth thine hand, let thine eye pierce, let thy pavilion be taken up, let thy hiding place no longer be covered. Let thine ear be inclined, let thine heart be softened, and thy bowels be moved with compassion towards us. He wants to see the things that he's seen before come about there, and see this power that he knows that the Lord has. He's letting the Lord know he knows these things. And I'm sure the Lord does, but sometimes we have to tell the Lord so that we can learn from it, I believe. Let the Lord know how much he means to us and what we know of him. Let thine anger be kindled against our enemies, and in fury of thine heart with thine sword avenge us of our wrongs. Remember thy suffering saints, O God, and thy servants will rejoice in thy name forever. So that is what Joseph Smith wrote. That is what he was feeling. He was feeling that the Lord was hiding from them in some way. Remember all the things that he had seen already, all the visions and the things that he knows came from God, and he could not deny. And then this answer comes, and remember, as we talked yesterday, there's 29 pages. This wasn't hooked up like this. This is the way that they felt that it should go in the scriptures. But he had talked about more of the suffering of the saints in between. And then this comes a little bit later, but it still comes. My son, peace be unto thy soul. My son, peace be unto thy soul. Thine adversity and thine affliction shall be but a small moment. And then, if thou did endure it well, God shall exalt thee on high, and thou shalt triumph over all thy foes. I think that's something that we should learn in our own lives, that stay close to the Lord. No matter what you do, be close to the Lord. And no matter what you have to suffer, he will then make it so that you triumph over all your foes. And I've known people who have done that all their lives, and sometimes they have to endure a lot of things. But eventually, even if it's in the next life, they triumph over all their foes. And usually it's well before that. Thy friends do stand by thee, and they shall hail thee again with warm hearts and friendly hands. So he still has people who believe in him and follow him. Thou art not yet as Job. Thy friends do not contend against thee, neither charge thee with transgression as did Job. And they who do charge thee with transgression, their hope shall be blasted, and their prospects shall melt away as the hoar frost melts before the burning rays of the sun. So just like in the morning when you have that little bit of frost on everything, and then it's gone within an hour of the sun rising. That's what it's going to be like for these people who think they've got the upper hand. And some of them were his friends, or at least he thought they were his friends, and others weren't. But and some of the ones, like W. Phelps, would return back and ask for forgiveness and become his friend again. And also, God has set his hand and seal to change the times and seasons, and to blind their minds, that they may not understand his marvelous workings, that he may prove them also, and take them in their own craftiness. And this seems to be exactly how we've seen it. He hath set his hand to seal, to change the times and seasons. so he can do what he wants. He can do his work. And many of them seemed blind of his marvelous workings. They only saw that somebody was in prison. They didn't see the prophet of God. But notice how he says this, that he may prove them also. In other words, he's trying to reach out to everyone, not just the ones that follow him, not just the ones that were going through these trials, but the ones that were causing the trials. And it says take them in their own craftiness, but he says to prove them also. And to me, what that's saying is that he may still be able to reach out to some of these, even if they have gone against his own. And if not, then he'll take them in their own craftiness. We stay true, and some of those may come. Think about um, the anti-Nephi Lehi's. I often think of them in this situation where they were being killed by their brethren, yet in the end, thousands join because of their example. Um, although hundreds died, there's thousands that join. Not only the first time the Lamanites come against them, but after they even move into um, Nephite territory, thousands join them after that. It's amazing, and I think that is a testament of how we should conduct our lives. And if we feel that we're being misunderstood or people are doing things against us because of our religion, remember that the Lord will prove them as well. He still sees them and wants to prove them for all that they are, whether it's good or bad. I hope we choose the good, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.